It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go.
Anytime anybody asks me to stream, bro, I feel like they need to watch it. So you might have to go look it up yourself. I'm streaming, but I was on
your YouTube?
Yeah.
All right, I'll look it up.
All right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. If you look at this Cowboy defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The Cowboys at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now. And I would not want to face them come playoff time.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action now, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Then we're going to 53. Then we go 47. 26.
Prescott. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Dooley. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 47. We're going to 54. 188. 26.
Prescott off play action. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He completes it to Hunter. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Buffalo 18.
2nd and 2. Flushed out right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They still can't get it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now a give. Irving running right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly